Hi everyone, it's Dr. Jhawar with Revive MD, Direct Primary Care. It's November and it's American Diabetes Month. So I treat diabetics and pre-diabetics all the time, and I think it's important, to talk about not just what can raise your blood sugars, but I often have patients asking me, well, doc, I feel like I, have a really healthy diet. Why are my fasting sugars elevated? Or why is my hemoglobin A1C going up? So let's talk about some other things besides, chocolates and candies and cookies and desserts and, sodas that we already know can raise our blood sugars, right? So what are some other things, okay? So stress. Stress is a really important one, right? We all have been under stress at one point or another, and that raises our baseline cortisol levels, which is a hormone. And when our cortisol levels go up, that also causes insulin sensitivity, and that can raise our blood sugars. Other things that can raise your blood sugars are infections. So if you are sick with an infection or you have some other inflammatory process going on, that causes stress on your body, and that can raise your sugar levels. Medications. You might be on some medicines that, have a side effect of raising your blood sugar, right? So that's important to discuss with your primary care doctor. Also certain foods like fruits, right? We say fruits are really healthy for you, and they are to a certain extent because they are natural sugars. But for those who have more, increased sensitivity to sugars, certain fruits like bananas, mangoes, grapes, cherries, pineapple, oranges, these can spike the blood sugars a little bit more than other fruits, okay? Other complex processed carbohydrates, so packaged oatmeals, white bread, white pasta, rice, potatoes, potato chips, French fries, these are all things that can also raise your blood sugars. Artificial sweeteners, right? So we think those are better than regular table sugar. And yes, to a certain extent they are, because they don't cause such a strong or high spike in your sugars right away. But there have been studies that have shown that artificial sweeteners can, over time, cause insulin resistance and raise your blood sugars and your hemoglobin A1C. All right, so you do need to sort of watch the portions of those artificial sweeteners as well. Protein bars or certain granola bars, things like that are, marketed as being very healthy. Those actually contain a lot of extra sugars, and that's why they taste so good too. But those are other things that can spike your blood sugar. This is not, sort of comprehensive list, but there are so many other things that can spike and raise your blood sugar over time. It's really important to discuss this with a primary care doctor and find out what in your specific individual, sort of health journey is causing your blood sugars to go up. So I hope that helps, and I'll be back with more videos.